Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a mini buying guide of Electimuss London. We're going to talk about some of my favorites from the house, and their mission is to create very opulent scents for fragrance lovers who appreciate the best in quality, and all of their scents are inspired by ancient Rome and Rome's obsession for perfumes. And you can really see this inspiration in the design of their bottles, all the emblems, kind of the design language. And this is a very, very, very heavy bottle. And if you didn't know, the name Electimuss actually means to choose the best. So I'm going to be taking you guys over some of my favorites from the brand. And we're also going to talk about their latest release, Moroccan Medjool. But we're going to go ahead and start off with the fragrance that really made me fall in love with this brand, and that is Mercurial Cashmere. So this is part of the Narrow collection, which is a dedication to the exploration of the arts and the Emperor Nero. Electimuss describes Mercurial Cashmere as a textured white floral scent with a sweet tooth. And I will say, this is not your typical white floral fragrance. So the notes, we have tuberose and iris with cardamom, pink pepper and bergamot with cashmere, caramel, tonka beans, musks and woods. And this opens, it is so good. Every time that I smell this, I fall in love a little bit more. This to me is as close to perfect as a fragrance can get. It just feels so me. And I really feel like in 2025, we're going to see this type of scent profile really just make waves. It's clean, it's fresh, it's very chic, super chic and rich feeling. It's like a very elevated, bougie, luxurious feeling signature scent. It opens with this kind of lemony, zesty cardamom and bergamot, which settles to a very appealing mid. And it doesn't really jump out at you as white flowers. All you really feel is just this creaminess and cashmere wood. So luxurious, silky, very velvety, with a little bit of sweetness underneath, but it's not too sweet. To me, there's something about this that smells like New York City, but also kind of cozy at the same time. Truly, it's a timeless scent profile. Amazing longevity, dries pretty linear, but becomes a bit powdery. So good and completely unisex. It just feels like a very luxe, high-end, like cashmere sweater. It's a type of scent that you can never go wrong with. It just really elevates your style. Love it, Mercurial Cashmere. So another fragrance from the Narrow collection is Vixere. And this is a different take on a floral profile, more opulent and sensual and more regal. This opens very creamy and citric as well. There's a lot of mandarin and bergamot with grapefruit. It's very sparkling and bright. The florals in here, we have neroli and ylang ylang with violet, jasmine sambac, iris, gardenia, heliotrope, kind of similar to something like Valiant from Bodicea the Victorious, but honestly, I think that Vixere is way better, and also a quarter of the price. This one is more wearable, it's brighter, it's fresher, and Vixere doesn't dry soapy like Valiant does. Valiant has an overdose of neroli, and neroli that is done in a way that is very soapy clean in the dry down, which is very pleasant. That is a beautiful scent, but I like this more. This is a fantastic unisex floral scent, and honestly, I actually prefer to smell this type of scent profile on a man versus a woman. There's just something about this mix of floral notes that I think on a man really makes him smell and come off very sophisticated, versus on a woman, I think that it could feel a bit dated. It's very smooth and well blended, and also kind of has this alluring cashmere vibe too. Just a very romantic scent, Vixere. So the next scent that I want to talk about is Imperium. Now, I don't have a bottle of this one, but I have to include it. It's one of the best sellers from the brand. I'm just going to reference my discovery kit from the house. And I will say this is kind of Electimuss's take on kind of an Aventus-y DNA. That's definitely the first impression that you'll get of it, but it's not a copy of Aventus at all. Especially as it dries, it really changes and takes a very far step away from any sort of Aventus DNA. This is a very clean, very attractive, invigorating scent. The opening is just wow, like it just grabs your attention. And like I said, it's not 100% Aventus. Even in the opening, there is a lot of vanilla in Imperium, kind of a zesty vanilla with a hint of bitterness coming from maybe patchouli. I love it. It's a little bit more gourmand. There's rose and saffron here with guaiac wood and Madagascan vanilla. There's something about the vanilla here that comes off a bit tropical. It is really a standout scent and an amazing freshie for spring. And I like it too because it's not entirely like spring and summer, like super freshy. There's some density to this. Because of that vanilla and the woodiness, you could wear this really year round. Really incredible, and I definitely want to get a bottle of that Imperium. So next up, we're going to talk about Trajan, and I also do not have a bottle of this, but I have a really snazzy travel atomizer. And I don't think I mentioned it before, but Trajan and Imperium are part of the Eternal collection. And this is another very popular scent, Trajan. This is actually my best friend Kelsey's favorite fragrance from the brand. It is a woody, citrusy amber scent. It smells like a sun-soaked lemon grove in the opening, mixed with very dry and exotic saffron. There's a lot of aromatics here. There's lavender and sage. It's very dry and musky. This is just so airy and ethereal and happy, like a good mood perfume. And it's kind of interesting. All the scents that I've talked about so far from Electimuss are very happy. Like it just lifts up your spirits when you smell them. And this one is kind of nutty too from tonka beans. It's very woody and sweet. Very appealing. It might be great for you if you didn't like Baccarat Rouge, but you like the idea of it. It's really beautiful, very fresh, and I love the nuttiness of it. So the last three fragrances that we're going to talk about are all from the Explorer collection. And first up, we have Spice d'Arno. And as the name would imply, this scent takes inspiration from the Arno River, the rhythm of the river. This is the type of scent that you smell and you're just automatically impressed. This also has a bit of a nutty tonka vanilla feel, done in the most rich and understated way ever. Seriously, one of the classiest vanillas that I have ever smelled. It feels kind of oriental, like benzoic and resinous, but sweet. It's very interesting, the contrast, because it feels light and dark at the same time. There's a lot of elemi and myrrh here, and a very soft, very soft bouquet of flowers. Very subtle floral element in Spice d'Arno. It's really more about the spices and the resins and the vanilla and the woods. There's cardamom, there's cistus, and some labdanum, but it's not really too leathery. It's just a type of scent that like sears into your memory. It's so good. So next is Caspian Cherry, which was last year's release. And this takes things in a new direction than what I'm used to smelling or what I usually think of when I think of Electimuss. This is their take on a more gourmand scent profile, like a very warm and yummy gourmand. It's boozy and sweet, but there's slightly smoky cherry. There's amaretto, dark chocolate with coffee. And what makes it a little bit different and also kind of interesting is coconut. There's some honey too, with sandalwood and patchouli. It's kind of holiday-esque, kind of Christmassy, but not really to the extreme. Not so much to where you couldn't wear it in other scenarios. I just love the chocolatiness of it. It's so yummy, but it's not too sweet. It's definitely a sweet scent, but it's not like a super synthetic, sugary, like kind of syrupy sweet scent. I really pick up on the dark chocolate note in this. It's a very complex gourmand that feels dimensional and layered. Not so much of like a true gourmand scent. It's more wearable. I think it's a must try if you like cherry and chocolate fragrances. I actually get a little bit more chocolate than I get cherry in Caspian Cherry, but it's really beautiful. So that leaves us to talk about the latest release from the house, which is Moroccan Medjool. I got to try this for the first time back at Aix in Milan. I think I actually smelled it for the first time when I did a live stream at the Electimuss booth. And this is described as a very scrumptious, fruity amber scent, mixed with the warmth of the desert. This is all about dates and rose and cardamom, but also very vibrant and not too gourmand. I will say, and I did say this when I first smelled it, it is dates, like the note of dates, done in a way that I've never smelled anywhere else. It's kind of tropical in a way too. This has ylang ylang and grapefruit. There's a lot of brightness in the opening. With cashmere wood, I think that's why I like Electimuss so much, is they use cashmere wood in almost all of their fragrances. With caramel, there's vanilla and oak moss. It is so good. To me, it smells like Dubai. If you've ever been to Dubai, you know what I'm talking about. There is just this smell of this city, of these spices and dates, because there's dates like everywhere that you go. It's a beautiful, beautiful aroma, very nostalgic, and really triggers memories for me. The cashmere is stunning, and just once again, it's something so unique for a date fragrance. Completely unisex. I love the freshness of it. It is still very wearable. It's not a dense, heavy scent that's going to weigh you down. It doesn't really come off like date syrup either. Just something different. It's a very voluptuous scent. Very golden, and I love the hint of the tropical side too. It's like honey dates with character. It really is an incredible release. And I do prefer it over Caspian Cherry if I had to pick one. They really nailed it with Moroccan Medjool. And I love dates, you guys know that. So that was just a quick buying guide of some of my favorite fragrances from Electimuss. They are just a very luxurious house. There are so many gems to try that are done by master perfumers around the world. But I always recommend that you guys try samples first. And if you're interested, you can try any of these fragrances that I talked about today over on Scent Split. They do also sell full-size bottles, and you can save 10% as well with the link in the description. So if anything I talked about today caught your attention, you can definitely try a sample over on Scent Split. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below if you have any favorites from the house of Electimuss, and what is a brand that you'd like to see a buying guide from next. I would love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.